Hello students, welcome again to this class. This is the second part of sound, chapter number 11, class 9 CBSE. So I hope you have no such kind of doubts in this chapter. If you have, then obviously leave a comment, but I think there is no doubt. Now I am going to the second part of this portion, but before that I am just recapitulating some part like time period. What is time period? For a single oscillation, time taken is known as time period. Means if for a single oscillation it is taking 2 seconds, then 2 seconds is the time period. For frequency, number of oscillations in 1 second. Okay, within 1 second how much oscillation it is performing, that is known as frequency. And what is the relation between these two? That is f equals to 1 by t. This is the relation between these two. Now let's come to the second part, but I am going to discuss here about echo. But before starting echo, since I am completing whole chapter and nothing will be left after this two parts, so obviously it is important, it is essential to complete, to say about all the things. Like I was not saying about some part in the past video, like this part is known as what crest. Okay, and this is known as trough, TROUGH. Okay, trough, crest and trough. Okay, so a wave means if this is a wave, then this wave is a combination of one crest and one trough. Okay, one crest and one trough, and this one crest and one trough combination of these two from this portion to this portion is known as wavelength. This distance of whole or length of whole wave is known as wavelength. Okay, so now another thing is that there I was saying that somehow from which a sound wave, if it is producing from a sound source, it will at first compress the portion, right? It will at first compress the portion, this portion and this portion. So basically this portion is known as rarefaction. You know, I think, but still I am saying this portion is known as rarefaction. Okay, so these are some of the things which was left in the last video. So now let's come today about the echo. Okay, this is the main concept, echo, or main vital thing actually related to echo. So what is echo? What is the condition of echo? So generally all the sounds are not echo. There are some things, some conditions under which echo can be heard. Okay, means let's consider this is a sound reflector. I have already said in the last video, sound reflector means a large number of objects. A large means very large object, like maybe hill, mountain, wall, or even flat, this kind of things. Okay, maybe the or plate, plateau may be also the example of this kind of things. Okay, reflector of sound. So this is a sound reflector, let us suppose, and some sound wave is coming out from here and incident on this and reflected back from that reflector. So what is the condition of hearing echo? See, from this is the sound source, right? This is sound source, this is the ear. So when here some sound is produced by the source, it will directly come to the ear. This is the first sound will be heard by the observer, you can say. And secondly, after a reflection, this sound will come and will enter through the ear. So there will be two sound. First one directly from the source, second one after reflecting from the reflector. Two sounds. So there should be a certain gap, there should be a certain time gap in between them. What is the time gap? Time gap is 0.1 second, means 1 by 10 second. Means if in between 1 by 10 second, means in less than 0.1 second, if reflected sound is coming, then we can't distinguish between the direct sound and reflected sound. This is the human brain. Okay, we can't distinguish between the two sounds which are means in a gap of less than 0.1 second time interval. So time interval between these two should be, or time gap between these two sounds will be greater than 0.1 second. Okay, so this is the time condition, that minimum time should be 0.1 second. Even time should be greater than equals to 0.1 second. This is the time condition for echo. Now what is the distance condition for echo? So basically, if let's consider there are two clips. Clips means what? Clips means two sound reflectors. Okay, these are two clips, and here it is a source from which sound is going. Let us suppose d is the distance between these two clips, and since it is air medium, so I can take 344 as the 344 meter per second as the speed of sound in air. It is in air, and approximately in water or in sea water it is 1400 meter per second. Okay, this is approximate value of the speed of sound in sea water. So in air the speed is 344 meter per second, in water it is 1400 meter per second. Okay, so I am going to calculate the condition of hearing an echo in air, not in water. Okay, so I am going to take the velocity or speed of sound in air, which is 344 meter per second, and distance is d, and time condition is already given, which is greater than 0.1 second, and distance is d. Now see, d is not the total distance, d is just the separation between these two cliffs. Okay, if these two are the cliffs, these two are the distances. Okay, means d is the distance between them. Now this is going, at first it is going, so just focus on the distance which sound wave is traveling. So sound wave is at first going to the second clip, a reflection takes place, and returning to the original position. So d plus d, d for going, d for coming. So going plus coming, total distance is how much? Is 2d. So distance is how much? 2d. So we know from the concept of from the concept of the chapter 1, motion chapter, draw means pull the concept from there. What is the relation between time, velocity and distance, or time, speed and distance? What is the relation? So speed, recall the formula, speed is equals to distance by time. This was the formula. Speed is how much? V is equals to distance is here 2d divided by time is 0.1 second. We need the distance condition, so we have to put all the values like v is 344 meter per second. So 344 is equals to 2d divided by 0.1. So d will come like 34.4 by 2 means 17.2 meter. Now just see, this is the minimum value. This 0.1 is what is the minimum value. So this meter length is also what is minimum. Okay, this d meter length is also minimum distance, or minimum distance between that two clips. Means let us suppose there are two walls. Okay, there are two walls having some distance 17.2 meter, not feet. 17.2 meter means approximately 17.2 into 3. So if you multiply, like 51.6 feet. So if there are some let's consider there are two buildings which are separated by that much distance, 51.6 feet or 17.2 meter. Then if you go close to one building and start shouting from that building, then that shouting will go to the next wall or next building, and after reflection you will hear an echo. Okay, if that distance is greater than or equal to this much, 51.6 feet, then you can only distinguish between that two echo. Okay, our brain is responsible, our brain can catch both of these two sound. Means you are shouting, I am telling something, I am telling something here, so directly from my mouth directly sound is coming to ear. Okay, this is the first sound, which is direct sound. Indirect is what? Indirect means it will go at first, reflection will happen and will come back to our ear again. Okay, so that two gap means instantly it is, and after coming, so that two gap must be greater than 0.1 second. Okay, so for that, what is the necessary condition? Necessary condition is that the reflector should be greater than 17.2 meter away from us or from me. Okay, this is the condition of echo, this is the distance condition of echo. Very important thing. And last topic of this chapter of this portion is reverberation. Okay, reverberation, very important thing. Reverberation, what is this reverberation? So reverberation is also very much important thing. What is reverberation? Just see. Let us consider there is this kind of thing. Means a building is, means I am, let us suppose I am inside a room, like now I am inside a room, all the things, all the walls, all means all the doors and windows are closed now. Okay, so when I am saying now, what is happening, along with my direct voice some indirect voices are coming. Okay, I can feel this, that those are coming to my ear, but I can't distinguish this. Why I can't distinguish? Because distance means walls are very close to me here. Okay, not that much away that I can distinguish between the direct sound and the reflected one. Okay, it is not possible, but still I can distinguish when the distance is high. So what is now, means what is the feeling I am getting now? So this feeling is known as reverberation. Means what is happening when I am creating some sound standing here or sitting here, then it is going to this surface, going to this surface, going to this surface, again coming to my ear, again going to there, again going to there, again coming to my ear. So this kind of multiple reflections are taking place in means total 6 surfaces are there inside this room. So from each and every surfaces a lot of reflections are producing and they are coming to my ear simultaneously, so that I can't distinguish each and every one. Okay, I can't distinguish each and every sounds. So then what is happening, means chorus type of things is happening. Okay, this is known as reverberation. So multiple reflection is known as multiple reflection when heard by an observer is known as reverberation. Okay, the effect of sound reflected from the reflector by multiple times is known as reverberation. Okay, this is sometime you may heard this word reverb, increase the reverb. Okay, this kind of things are said by the musician or singers on the stage. Okay, so reverb means that sound, that kind of feelings will happen, multiple reflection. It seems that all the observers are within a room. This kind of things will, or feelings will come when reverberation or reverb will be increased at that time. Okay, so this was the last topic, and we can also discuss let's come to some means 2 to 3 problems. Let's do. so that this will so that this chapter will be completed. So first question is what is the value of frequency if time period is 5 second? So what is the value of frequency when time period is this? So this is the formula, f is equals to 1 by t. So 1 by simply 5 second is the time period. So frequency we need to find out, f equals to 1 by t. 1 by 5 means 1 by 5 means 0.2. And what is the unit? So unit of frequency is hertz, hertz. I have already said this in the beginning, when I have said the range of frequency, right? 20 hertz, 20 to 20,000 hertz, that word hertz, hertz, this is the name of one scientist, and in shortcut you can also write hz. Okay, this is the unit of frequency, SI unit of frequency. Next, second question is that, like, if 20-second time is taken for 4 oscillations, then find frequency. Just see what is the definition. What is the definition of frequency? That within 1 second number of oscillations, right? Within 1 second number of oscillations. So here 4 oscillations, 20-second time is taking. So within 20 second, how many oscillations? 4 oscillations. So in 1 second, how many oscillations? 4 by 20 means 1 by 5, this much of oscillations. So what is the frequency? 0.2 hertz. Okay, so in 1 second, how many oscillations the oscillator is producing? That is 1 by 5 only. So 0.2 hertz is the answer. Also this may be the question that 4 second is the time taken for 20 oscillations. This may be also a question. Okay, so for now this is the question. Next, related to echo, I am giving some questions related to echo. Okay, so what is that question? What is the time gap what is the time gap between first and second echo? First and second echo. What are the conditions given? Conditions are like two cliffs are there. Separation between them is like 68.8 meter. This is the separation between these two, and 344 meter per second is the velocity or speed of sound in air. This is the condition given, and source is placed here. Okay, this is the condition, and observer is also at this position. So what is the time gap between first and second echo? So at first see what is the time taken for first echo. First echo means at first it will go here, sound from the source will go to the second reflector, will come back to this reflector. Okay, so this is the first echo was heard by the observer. So what is the time? How I can calculate? So if this is the distance d, total distance d from here to here, then d is given, which is 68.8 meter. So 2d is the total distance, which is given by 2 into, I am not multiplying, simply this much meter. Okay, 2d is the this is the total distance for traveling the whole wave. Okay, and what is the speed? This is the speed, 344 meter per second. Now what is the time? Time is simply distance by speed. Time is what? If speed is simply distance equals to speed into time. Distance equals to speed into time. Time will be distance by speed. So distance is 2d, means 2 into 68.8 by speed is 344. So if you cancel this, you will get 0.2, means what is the time? That is 0.4 second. So after 0.4 second, means when let's suppose when I am producing the sound, direct sound. Now after 0.4 second, I will hear an echo. Okay, I will hear an echo. This is 0.4 second first echo. Now question is not this one. Question is what? The time gap between first and second echo. So this is the time when first echo will be heard. Now what is, so this is, I can consider it as T1, first echo. Now let's see, this was going to here and coming to here, again reflected by this clip will go here and again come back to here and heard by the observer again, right? Means going to here, reflected back, first echo, going to here, reflected back, second echo. So what is the second echo? So for second echo, how much distance it is traveling? Going, coming, going, coming, total 4d. Okay, total 4d. So distance is how much now for the second echo? So for the second echo, distance is 4d, means 4 into 68.8 meter. And what is the speed? Speed v is equals to 344 meter per second. What is the time? Time, if it is t2, then t2 will be 4d divided by v. 4d means 4 into 68.8 divided by v is 344. Now if you cancel this, again you will get 0.2 and answer means the result will be 0.8 second. So after 0. Means direct sound I am creating. After 0.4 second first echo, after 0.8 seconds second echo. What is the time gap between first and second echo, right? So first echo will be heard at 0.4 seconds, second echo will be heard at 0.8 seconds. What is the gap? Gap means separation. So gap is, time gap is t2 minus t1. This is the time gap. So 0.8 minus 0.4, what is the answer? That is 0.4 second. This is the time gap. Okay, time gap between these two. Now I am giving you another question related to the same. I know that it is very interesting. So for your homework, I am going to give you two problems. First one is, like this one is sea, this one is the land below the sea, and this is a ship which is producing some sound here, and after reflected back it is coming. The depth we don't know, speed we know, speed of sound in water or sea water, which is 1400 meter per second, let us suppose. And time taken to hear the first echo. For first echo, time is how much? Time is 2 seconds, let's suppose. Then what is the depth of? What is the depth of the sea? What is the depth of the sea? So sea depth we have to find out. V water is known, 1400 meter per second. Time 2 seconds it is taking to, means at first it is going then coming. So total 2d distance is traveling within 2 seconds. Okay, next second problem. Second problem is somehow like that problem, like clip problem. Means two clips are there. Now source is here, this is source, and also observer. Two things are here. So some sound is producing and it is going to here, again here, again here. Distance is 34.4 meter from here to here. So what is the, means is the echo possible? Is the echo possible or not? And secondly, what is the time gap? If possible, then what is the time gap? What is the time gap between first and second echo? Between first and second echo. Okay, the question is simple and similar to that one, and you have to find out this what is the time gap between this first and second echo. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you have any doubt, then obviously leave a comment on the comment section, and try to do these two homeworks. You can take a screenshot of these two problems and try to solve if the questions, and obviously this one is air medium, VAR is 344 meter per second. So if you have any doubt regarding this too, you can leave a comment, and also if you are getting the answer, then also you can comment on the comment section. And if you have any doubt on any chapter or any problems, you can comment that, and also WhatsApp at the number which is showing at the means below the screen. You can also comment. Okay, I think this video is helpful for you. Okay, thank you.